A quick rundown of routines and procedures, 60 seconds or less. How do I roll them? How do I set them up? What are they? All the things. Let's get started. First thing, what is a routine and what is a procedure? A procedure is anything that you're going to ask your students to do in your classroom. So for example, pencils, emergencies, incentives, like anything that is going to ask students to do anything, have anything, get anything is going to be a procedure. Once that procedure becomes habit, your students are doing it naturally, they're doing it without prompting, it becomes a routine. These are essential to your classroom because you need them, as students need to know exactly what the expectation is so they know how to behave, right? If we don't know how to behave, we don't meet the expectation, not because we're trying to misbehave, just because we don't know. Step number one, when dealing with routines and procedures, you're going to sit down and write out every single thing that you want to teach to your students. So things like noise level, hallways, lineup, all of the procedures that you want your students to know. Once you have a list compiled, you're going to start plugging in exactly what that procedure looks like. So for example, for throwing away trash, this is exactly how I want my students to throw away trash. I don't want them getting up in the middle of my lesson. I want them doing it a specific way every single time. You have all of your routines and procedures scripted out. You're going to come up with a plan to roll them with students. Rolling them with students looks like explaining the procedure, talking it through, and then practice. For all that practice, you are going to maintain and you're going to hold accountable to the procedure. So if students do not do the procedure the way that you have taught them to do, you're going to ask them to repeat, you're going to ask them to explain, you're going to ask them to reflect, you are going to hold them accountable to the expectation that you set. I hope that's helpful. My name is Jenna. I run a Happy Day Teaching. I'm so passionate about routines and procedures as your classroom management tool. So drop any questions below. I respond to 100% of my questions, comments, whatever they are called, and happy teaching.